Hi guys, it's Warren, and today I'm filming the end of the year book tag. This is a tag that was created by Ariel Bissett, and it just has 6 questions that reflect on coming to the end of the year and looking back on your reading over the past 11 months. Which I know for me has been pretty bad because I have not accomplished my reading goal, but let's not worry about that, alright? No one's perfect. So yeah, let's just get started with this tag. I don't do a lot of book tags on this channel anymore. If you want to check out the original video, it's in the description below. It's Ariel's video that she made last year. Question number 1 is, are there any books that you started this year that you need to finish? One book that I want to try and finish before the end of the year, since I already started it, would be The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. I have barely started this book. I have been saying for almost like 2.5 weeks, I'm going to read this book, and I have maybe gotten past page 1. Yeah, I have literally read like the first page of this book. It still counts as starting it, but I just haven't gotten into it. I've been in a really bad reading slump. This is a book that I keep saying I'm going to read, and I just haven't gotten through it yet. And I noticed that this is something that happens a lot with really short books. You can give me a behemoth monster brick of a book, and I will read that in like a week and a half. But if I pick up a small little 200-page book, I will take forever to get through it, sometimes months. I don't know why that is. I guess just the mindset of thinking, it's really short, I'll get to it soon, I can read it fast, just kind of makes you like subconsciously procrastinate it. This is about a girl who is alone on a spaceship coasting through the solar system, and both of her parents were astronauts who have died, and now she's all alone. And it has another person on it who's a guy, and the two of them are emailing each other back and forth, kind of keeping the other company as the ships are kind of nearing each other. But what the main girl, what's her name? What Rami doesn't know is the ship that is closing in on her position with the other guy on it is coming there for an alternate reason than what she's been told. So it's a little young adult mystery sci-fi thriller, and it sounds really fun. I'd really like to get to it because of how much I love sci-fi and space travel, but I gotta break out of this reading slump. Hopefully I will find the motivation to break out of my reading slump and finish this. Question number 2 is, do you have an autumnal book to read to transition into the end of the year? Is the question asking, do I have like a seasonal book that kind of transitions from fall to winter? Or I don't really know what this question means, to be honest. Like, it doesn't really make sense. But if we're talking about the changing of seasons, then I will go with The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, and it's about this queen of snow and ice. So I think transitioning from autumn into winter, there is no perfect book to read than a book that is literally about snow and ice and winter. This is a great book to pick up during the holiday season, and this is a beautiful Barnes & Noble leather-bound edition. I love these Barnes & Noble editions. They're like my weakness. You give me a Barnes & Noble Classic Edition and I will love you forever. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good winter-themed book to start off the season, if that's what the question's asking. I don't really know. Question number 3, is there a new release that you're still waiting for? Nope. Question number 4 is, what are 3 books that you want to read before the end of the year? That's a really hard question because I have like most of the books on this shelf that I still need to read. I would definitely pick these 3 books right here. We have The Heart of the Fae by Emma Hamm. I would really like to get to this book before the end of the year because the story in this sounds amazing. This is a Celtic retelling of Beauty and the Beast. It is about a midwife and a Seelie King. This is adult fantasy, and I am really excited to read this. This author, Emma, is a independent author who self-publishes, and she's published like 5 or 6 books, I think. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I think this book will be awesome, and I really would like to get to it before the end of 2018. Next, I'd really like to read A Big Ship at the Edge of the Universe. I love reading sci-fi, and December is such a great time to read because of the winter. It makes the air really cold and crisp, and around the time of the winter solstice is when the constellation Orion flips in the sky. It just basically flips directions. So it is a perfect time to read something space travel-y and sci-fi when the seasons are changing and the night sky is changing. This is a space adventure novel about a crew who is searching the universe for the greatest warship of all time. It's basically like a big intergalactic treasure hunt to try and find this spaceship, and whoever can find the ship holds the fate of the universe in their hands. And the third book that I'd like to get to before the end of the year is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I think this is like an East Asian fantasy, and this is about a girl named Rin who is in this elite military academy within her kingdom, and she is being trained to become this warrior, and she finds out that she has magical abilities that she has to keep a secret, finds herself caught up in a big political conflict with neighboring kingdoms in something called a Poppy War. I've had this book for several months and I haven't read it yet, and I don't know why. I just kind of thought, yeah, this would be a great time to read it before the end of the year, so I just grabbed it off the shelf. Question number 5. Is there a book you still think could shock you and become your favorite book of the year? I don't really know, honestly, because I think it's pretty well established on this channel, like, what my favorite series is. Anything that can really top that, I don't know, that's hard to do. I am open to it, though. For this question, I went with Nevernight by Jay Kristoff, because I've heard so many amazing things about this book and this series as a whole. Everyone that's read it really likes it, and our main character is a vicious, badass assassin, so that sounds familiar. I think it would be really cool to get invested in this world and in these characters. It might become one of my favorite series. I'm definitely open to reading it. Who knows? Maybe this book will shock me and maybe I'll decide it is definitely one of my favorite books of the year. I don't know yet. I don't even know if I'm going to get to this book by the end of the year, but I'm open to trying. And the last question, question number 6, is have you already started making reading plans for 2019? I haven't thought as far as what I want to read in January yet, so I haven't really made any plans for reading. I have like my booktube goals and my New Year's resolutions and all that kind of already outlined. Although there is a fun theme in March. It's called Middle-earth March, so that is all about the Tolkien Legendarium and all of the Lord of the Rings and everything. So I think that would be really fun to participate in that and do something on my channel for Middle-earth March and talk about The Hobbit and everything. But that's as far as I'm really thinking, like March, so not really. I haven't made any definite plans for 2019 just yet. Alright guys, that is it for this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you are trying to finish reading before the end of the year, what your plans are for the new year as far as your reading goals, and don't forget to give this video a big like and hit the subscribe button so you can watch more weekly videos, and feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Starry Night Reads, and I will see you guys in another video really soon. Bye!